It's been a busy week for consumer technology. Meta has launched its new Quest 3 VR headset. Google's two new Pixel flagship phones are here, but we're not going to talk about those, no, because we reviewed them a couple of days ago. Instead, let's talk about the PlayStation 5 Slim, unofficial name, asteroids from space, because that's where they come from, and sure, maybe we'll cap it off with a bit of Prime Day buyer's remorse. This is episode 7 of The Morning After. Let's get into it. Somehow, it's already time for a console hardware refresh. Sony announced two new PlayStation 5 Slimline models, both replacing the digital and the disc drive versions. Both are lighter and quieter for 2023. You also get a smidge more storage on these new PlayStation 5s, but the headline feature has to be Digital Edition will be upgradable with an optional disc drive for a $80 fee. During and following the pandemic in 2022, Sony upped the prices of its consoles around the world. Now it's apparently the US's turn to catch up, although this seems like a sneaky way to do it. The new digital PlayStation 5 will cost $450, which is $50 more than the PlayStation 5 digital cost at launch. Which is counterintuitive. Normally these slimline PlayStation consoles cost less than the original devices they're replacing. For example, the PlayStation 4 Slim from last era of consoles cost $50 less when it launched. Meanwhile, the disc edition will stay the same at $500. So if you bought the new digital console and added the disc drive, that would cost more in total than getting the disc drive edition to start with. And yet, having said that, somehow there's something I like about it. Sega CD-ness of adding a disc drive. The Sega CD, or Mega CD in some regions, was, please keep watching, it was an early 90s addition to the Sega Genesis. Not only could it play music CDs, but it also added higher fidelity music to games, as well as even motion video. It was an expensive addition that didn't really add enough and was regarded as a flop by Sega, but Sonic CD was actually pretty good. Returning to this decade, the new PlayStation 5s will ship in November in the US, rolling out to the rest of the world in the next couple of months. Duolingo might be your new music tutor. Yes, it's getting into the music learning business with hundreds of bite-sized lessons aimed at getting you learning how to read music. Of course, it's Duolingo, so it's ruined, I mean gamified, music learning, with lessons split into levels you have to complete and docking points whenever you enter an incorrect answer. The first few lessons will apparently familiarize users with C and D notes on the C major scale using a digital piano. You'll then eventually know what they sound like and even be able to spot them on sheet music. It doesn't sound particularly fun, but, well, you've never used Duolingo before, have you? Judging by my 3-year passive-aggressive relationship with that green owl trying to learn French, I have a horrible feeling I could be stuck on Frere Jacques for a while. You can sign up now to the waitlist for the new course and then get access to it as soon as it's available. For now, there's still no launch date. After 3 years of traveling through space, NASA has revealed what its OSIRIS-REx spacecraft has discovered in its 3 million-mile journey to the asteroid Bennu. Were there vestiges of ancient alien technology? No. Signs of life? No. But there was water. Yes, despite my tone and general poor attitude, this is a big deal. Water is one of the building blocks of life here on Earth and possibly elsewhere in the universe. NASA says these samples will help scientists investigate the origins of life on Earth for generations to come. And even better news, according to NASA, there was even more asteroid material found on the lid and the base of its spacecraft. Yay, more work for those scientists. Now let's move on to other news this week. Amazon's full Prime Day has been and gone. Did you get anything good? Anything you already regret? Let me know in the comments below, please. I myself bought a 2 terabyte drive expansion for my PlayStation 5. You're not going to get me wasting money on those new slimline ones. No, thank you. I would recommend buying one, but it's already gone up in price. Sorry. According to reports, X, formerly Twitter, is testing out 3 different subscription tiers in a bid to battle its financial woes. According to the report and X source code, these could be split into Basic, Standard, and Plus. Basic users would continue to see all the ads that everyone sees, while Standard users would get roughly half of them, which is what subscribers at the moment get. Plus users may see no ads whatsoever for however much money that might cost. Okay, fine, we're going back to reviews. Pixel 8 Pro is here, and we've wrapped up our full review on that new flagship as well as the standard vanilla Pixel 8. And we like them. Once again, the cameras are even better and the hardware even more refined. However, the highlight might be the new AI tricks that these phones are capable of. You can now more precisely and easily remove unwanted objects from photos and even select everyone's best picture from group photography. That is, as long as you take multiple photos. Make sure to check out our full review to see if it's worth you upgrading. And that was the morning after. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend. I'm now going to try and install that 2 terabyte SSD into my console and probably break it. So come back next week to see how I fared.